Good evening and namaste to all the viewers and my beloved students. You all are welcome to Genius Lakshya, which is a unique platform for all the aspirants of UPSC and GPSC, NDA, CDS and other examinations. Today, we will discuss one of the most important topics from the Indian polity. And in the series of Indian polity, we have been discussing so many topics. All the topics are very, very important topics. And today we are going to discuss the Panchayat Raj system. This is the third presentation on the Panchayat Raj system because you should understand what is it all about, and we have already discussed two more sessions on the topic. Okay, so again it is very, very important to understand how such a big nation like India is managed in the grassroots level is very, very important. Grassroots level management plays a very significant role in the overall development of a place. So Panchayat Raj system is fundamentally a decentralization of the democratic bodies. Decentralization means the power should not be in one hand or a group of people, it should be in the hands of so many people. So that is the whole objective of the Panchayat Raj system. Though we have our state government, we have central government, in spite of having federal structure in our country, we should have the representatives from the local bodies because the local understand the local situation, challenges, issues and solution better. So the Panchayat Raj system came into existence and the solution to the system is very, very effective. We have already discussed some of the committees and their recommendations. Today we are going to discuss other committees and their recommendations and some of the constitutional relevance to the topic is very, very important. Okay, again, what is the objective? The objective of any agenda, any principle is the betterment of the society, betterment of the people, to sort out the solutions of the local areas is the objective of the Panchayat Raj system. It is a local self-government, means the people of that particular region are going to govern and solve the issues, problems, challenges of those local areas is the whole objective of the Panchayat Raj system. And in addition to that, it is effective, it is productive because country like India, which is very huge in population, different states have different challenges. Different regions of the states have different challenges. So the centralization of the power is not going to help the issue particularly. So the whole system was divided, it was decentralized, and the Panchayat Raj system came into picture, came into existence, is the fundamental understanding on Panchayat Raj system. We also discussed the various tiers of the Panchayat Raj system. We discussed 3 tiers of the Panchayat Raj system and their coordination and how from the village level to panchayat level to block level, and block level to the district level, these three tiers are there, and how they coordinate each other, we have discussed. Also, we have discussed the challenges of the panchayat system, because it is the responsibility of the state government to take care of the system. Each state government has its own principles, agenda for the Panchayat Raj system. Though there is a system is set in village level, Gram Panchayat, and in the cluster of the Gram Panchayat there will be block level, and the cluster of the block level means there will be the district level or Jilla Parishad level. These are the three tiers or three different bodies or three layers of the administration. But the states have the power, the states have been empowered to decide how to manage the system. So different states have different type of management principles, administrative principles for the whole system. Okay, so today let's start the presentation on the Panchayat Raj system. I'm sharing the first slide. If I'm visible and audible, then let me know. So we will go ahead. The topic of the day is Panchayat Raj. This is the third presentation on the topic, and we are going to discuss the topic in detail and depth. If I am visible and audible, then let me know so that we will go ahead. Okay, so Sayan and Siddharth, be there and understand the session. If you don't, you can comment me and I will give you the answer. So let's start the presentation. So constitutionalization of the Panchayat Raj system, we are going to discuss it. How the Panchayati Raj system was constitutionalized in our country. We will understand and we will know it. Let's start from the Rajiv Gandhi government. The Rajiv Gandhi government introduced a bill, rather an amendment bill, a bill to add, to change something in the Constitution of India. So, the Rajiv Gandhi government introduced a bill, a constitutional amendment bill, in the lower house of the parliament, Lok Sabha, in the year 1989. Rajiv Gandhi government introduced the bill in the month of July to constitutionalize, to make a part of constitution, the Panchayati Raj institution. The objective of the bill was to make or to constitutionalize the Panchayat Raj system in our country. And the second objective of the Amendment Act was to make more powerful, to make more responsible, more productive, and more accountable body to the Panchayati Raj system was the objective of 64th Constitutional Amendment Bill, which was introduced by the Rajiv Gandhi government in the year 1989 in the month of July. Then, although the bill was passed, the bill got passed in the Lok Sabha, the bill in August 1989, and it went to the Rajya Sabha, the upper house of the parliament, for its approval. As you know that once the bill is passed in the Lok Sabha, it goes to Rajya Sabha or vice versa. So in the same way, the 64th Constitutional Amendment Bill got passed in the Lok Sabha, and it went to the Rajya Sabha for its approval. Then that bill was opposed. It was not accepted positively. Though Lok Sabha passed the bill, it went to Rajya Sabha, and Rajya Sabha did not accept the bill positively. It opposed the bill, and it was opposed by the opposition party on the ground that it sought to strengthen centralization in the federal system. Federal system means we know that we have two sets of government. One is central government, another one is state government. That is called federal structure. And the opposition party did not accept the constitutional amendment bill of the Rajiv Gandhi government, whose objective was to strengthen the bill, to strengthen the Rajya Sabha. Okay. Then the next government was the VP Singh government. So the next government, the National Front government, soon after assuming the office in November 89, under the Prime Ministership of Mr. VP Singh, announced that it would take steps to strengthen the Panchayat Raj institution. Okay, so after the Rajiv Gandhi government, the next government came into power, that is VP Singh government, and that government announced that the Panchayat Raj system would be made powerful, effective, productive, and stronger. Then in June 1990, a two-day conference, a two-day meeting of the chief ministers of all the states was organized, and VP Singh was the chairman of the conference. And it was organized to discuss the challenges, the problems, the difficulties relating to strengthening of the Panchayat Raj bodies. So what kind of problems are there? To make more powerful, the Panchayat Raj system was discussed in the two-day conference of 1990, and it was under the leadership of VP Singh. The conference, the two-day conference approved the proposals for the introduction of a fresh constitutional amendment bill. This conference told that there should be a new or a fresh constitutional amendment bill regarding the Panchayat Raj bodies. And lastly, a constitutional amendment bill was introduced in the Lok Sabha in the year 1990. However, the fall of the government resulted in the lapse of the bill, and the VP Singh government collapsed, and the bill got collapsed, so there was no any positive result of the bill. Then the next government was the Narasimha Rao government, and the Congress government under the prime ministership of P.V. Narasimha Rao again consider the matter of constitution of Panchayati Raj bodies. And the Narasimha Rao government drastically modified the proposals regard to delete the controversial aspect, all the problems, all the controversial matters and issues were removed from the bill, and the bill was introduced, a constitutional amendment bill in the Lok Sabha in the year 1991 by Narasimha Rao government to strengthen the Panchayati Raj bodies in our country. This bill finally emerged as the 73rd Constitutional Act of 1992, and it came into force in April 1993. The 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act of 1992 and the significance of the bill. This act has added a new part in 9th to the Constitution of India. Then 9th part was added to our Indian Constitution, and this part is entitled as the Panchayats. So part 9th of the Indian Constitution is entitled as the Panchayats in our Indian Constitution, and it consists of provisions from Articles 243 to 243O, and in addition, the Act has also added new 11th schedule to the Constitution. So, Part 9th was added to the Constitution, and 11th schedule was added to the Indian Constitution. You should know it. Then this schedule contains 29 functional items of the Panchayat. So 29 items were given to the Panchayat to administer, to manage, and it deals with Article 243G of the Constitution. Then the Act has given a practical shape to Article 40 of the Indian Constitution. We know that Article 40 of the Indian Constitution deals with the Panchayati Raj system. We say that the state shall take steps to organize village panchayats and endow them with such power and authority as may be necessary to enable them to function as unit of the self-government. So, this article gives more power to village panchayats. Act gives the constitutional status to the Panchayat Raj institution. Then the Panchayat Raj institution was constitutionalized. It became a part of the constitution and it has brought some of under the preview of the constitution. In other words, the state governments are under constitutional obligation to adopt the new Panchayat Raj system in accordance with the provision of the Act. Lastly, consequently, neither the formation of the panchayats nor the holding of the election at regular interval depend on the will of the state government anymore. The provision of the Act was divided into two categories. One was compulsory, a second one was voluntary. The Act is a significant landmark in the evolution of the grassroots democratic institution in the country. Grassroots democratic institution is nothing but the Panchayat Raj system in our country because it works from the village level, it works from the local level and it transforms the representative democracy into participatory democracy because the people of that village participate in the administration of that region. So it is called a participatory democracy and it is a revolutionary concept to build democracy at the grassroots level and our country's democracy was made very strong in the grassroots level after the enforcement of the Panchayat Raj system in our country. Now we will understand important features. First one is Gram Sabha. The Act provides for the Gram Sabha as the foundation of the Panchayat Raj system. What is Gram Sabha? Gram Sabha is nothing but the collection of the members of the Gram Panchayat and whose age is 18 or above 18 are the member of Gram Sabha. So it is a body, Gram Sabha is a body of all the registered voters. So all the registered voters, the citizen at the age of 18 or above 18 are the voters of the Panchayat and they constitute Gram Sabha. It may exercise such powers and perform such functions at the village level as the legislature of the state determines. Okay, so the legislature of the state means legislative assembly of the concerned state decides about the function of the Gram Sabha. We have already discussed three-tier systems and the Act provides a three-tier system of Panchayati Raj in every state. that is panchayat at the village level, and in the intermediate level, the district level. So these are the three-tier system. Thus, the Act brings about the uniformity, the structure of the Panchayati Raj throughout the country. So there was three-layer system. One was Gram Panchayat, second one was block level, and third one was district level. So this is called three-tier system or the Panchayati Raj system in our country. However, a state having a population not exceeding not more than 20 lakh may not constitute panchayats at the intermediate level. Then we will understand the election process, how the election of the members and the chairman of the Panchayat Raj system. All the members of the panchayats at the village level and the intermediate and district level shall be elected directly by the people. So the people will elect the members to the different bodies, to the three different layers of democratic bodies. Again, the chairperson or the chairperson of the panchayats at the intermediate level and the district level shall be elected indirectly. Okay, so in the village level or in the panchayat level, there should be direct election, and in the block level and in the district level, there should be indirect election of the members. However, the chairman or the chairperson of the panchayat at the village level shall be elected by such manner as the state legislature decide. So the state legislature of the state or Vidhan Sabha will decide about the election process of the panchayat at the village level, and the chairperson of the panchayat and other members of the panchayat elected directly or indirectly shall have the right to vote in the meeting of the panchayats. Then let's talk on the reservation process of the Panchayati Raj system. The Act provides the reservation. So there is reservation in the Panchayat Raj system of the seat. There is reservation for scheduled caste, there is reservation for scheduled tribe, also there is reservation for women in every panchayat at all three levels in the proportion of the population to the total population in the panchayat area. So there is reservation in the panchayat level, there is also reservation in block level, and there is also reservation in Jilla Parishad level or district level. Again, the state legislature or the Vidhan Sabha shall provide for reservation of offices of the chairman in the panchayat at the village and other level of for the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. So in nutshell, there is the reservation for a scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and women in the Panchayat Raj system. The Act provides the reservation not less than 1/3 of the total population for the women. So there is 33% reservation for the women in the Panchayati Raj system, and it including the number of seats reserved for the women belonging to scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. Again, not less than 1/3 of the total member of the office of the chairperson in the panchayat at each level shall be reserved for women. The act also authorizes legislature of a state to make any provision, reservation of the seat in any panchayat or any office of chairperson in the panchayat at any level in favor of the backward classes. So the state legislature has power to formulate or legislate laws to promote the backward classes in the Panchayati Raj system. Then the reservation of the seats as well as the reservation of the offices of the chairperson in the Panchayat for the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes shall cease to be effect after the expiration of the period specified in Article 334. It must be noted here that the provision relating to the reservation of seat in Panchayat, both members as well as chairperson for the scheduled caste is not applicable to the state of Arunachal Pradesh. So this rule of reservation in Panchayat Raj is not applicable in the state of Arunachal Pradesh in our country. This is because the Arunachal Pradesh is a state of inhabitant of indigenous tribal and therefore there is no scheduled caste. Then now understand the duration of the panchayats. The act say that the duration of the panchayat is 5 years. To the panchayat at every level means village level, district level and block level. The duration is 5 years. However, it can be dissolved. It can be broken. It can be dissolved before the 5 years. Again, the next election, the fresh election will be conducted to constitute, to make the panchayat shall be completed before the expiry of its duration of 5 years. For example, one panchayat has served 2 years and the panchayat has been dissolved. So remaining 3 years, the next panchayat will function for remaining 3 years. This is the process. In case of dissolution, before the expiry of the 6 month from the date of dissolution. So within the 6 month, the new panchayat should be constituted for the remaining time of the panchayats. But where the remainder of the period is less than 6 months, it shall not be necessary to hold any election or constituting new panchayat for period. For example, the panchayat has worked for 4.5 years. Then for remaining 6 months, it is not required to go for a new election for 6 months. It is better to go for the whole 5 years panchayat. A panchayat reconstituted after premature dissolution does not enjoy a full period of 5 years. As you know, total period is 5 years. Out of 5 years, if the previous panchayat has served 2 years, then remaining 3 years will be served by the next panchayat. For example, previous panchayat has served function for 3 years. The remaining 2 years will be the tenure of the next panchayat. So, thank you very much. This is the end of the presentation. Okay, so today we discussed very important topic, that is Panchayati Raj, where we discussed different governments and their act to make the Panchayat Raj system stronger, better, effective and productive. We discussed the system of different governments. We discussed about Rajiv Gandhi government. Also we discussed PV Singh government. Also we discussed Narasimha Rao government and how ultimately it came into force and how all the states formulate the system to regarding election and regarding the function of the Panchayat Raj system in our country. Okay, so thank you very much for joining me online. If you have any doubts and query, you can write me on my email ID rohitsika@geniusschool.co.in. For more information, you can write me, and if you have any doubt regarding any career, regarding any topic, then you can write me on my email ID. Till then, take care. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.